Hello guys, welcome to another week's vlog. For this week, let me take you with me shopping, grocery shopping, and also quickly on our anniversary date. Today's video might be a little different because I'd like to share or tell you guys about how we got here in Germany and how was it like for the visa application. Quick disclaimer, guys, that this is all based on our experience and that you may have a very different one. The timelines might be shorter, your response times may also be quicker. There is a specific person that would handle each of the application and they are assigned depending on your state. I hope you can learn from us and you can have insights as well on your application, whether you would like to start it or you're already in the process, and I hope we can also help you and guide you wherever we can. So if you have questions or if I missed anything, please feel free to comment below, answer your question. So my kids and I, we entered Germany under the Family Reunite visa. This is available for those who have spouses or have a family member that's already here in Germany so that they can join them. My husband has already been working here in Germany for 3 years under his work visa, and right now he is our sponsor. As long as he has a valid visa here in Germany, then we can also stay here. How did we apply for the visa? For this visa, we applied directly to the German embassy. I went directly to the website where I got termins or appointment for all of us 4 dependents. So that's me and my 3 kids. The appointment, guys, on January 13, 2025, and during that time the available open or termin was for the month of April, so it's about 3 months away. For me, guys, at that time 3 months was already enough for me to get all the requirements. My basis for this was because of the legalization of the document, and at that time it took 4 to 6 weeks basing on the site and also from other people who also got the requirement. Which leads me to another recommendation. I highly suggest you join a Facebook group for the Family Reunite visa. So because of that Facebook group, I learned a lot. It's highly recommended. I will link the Facebook group below, so you can also consider joining. So what were the requirements I had to prepare? So I listed down all of the things I needed to get. I also bookmarked the German embassy website with a list of requirements. It's really important that you check on this from time to time while still in the process, because the German embassy constantly changes their policies. Our requirements were valid passport, your application forms, your biometrical passport photos, your payment for the visa application, legalized birth certificate, marriage certificate, and advisory of marriage. And all of those have to be photocopied in A4. Your spouse's work permit or their residence certificate, and also your spouse's or your sponsor's valid passport. So those were the requirements that I had to prepare on my end, while my husband had to prepare his own checklist. So he needs to submit his passport, his current residence certificate, a copy of his resident permit or work contract as well, lease contract for apartment, and his payslip for 3 to 4 months worth. Depending on the Auslandbehörde's request, he may need to submit more information or requirements. But so far, those were the ones asked from him. Legalization of the documents was the most challenging for us to get because of the process in itself. It took a while, and also because I live in Cebu, I had to go personally to Manila to pay upfront the processing, and then go back home to wait for it to arrive back because it takes a while. So right now, I'm not sure if that's still the process. Maybe it changed already. But yeah, that was a challenge for us. So along with this application, of course, on my husband's side, where he was in Germany, he also had to prepare a lot of things. And one of that really was our Wohnung or our apartment. Hard for us to secure a Wohnung because one, there weren't a lot of vacant or available spaces for a family of 5 like us. Most Germans actually live in apartment. And then another is finances. So you also have to prepare your down payment, your advance deposit, and then you also have to consider whether you need to buy a kitchen along with the moving in, also other expenses like furnitures, and that was a lot. We were blessed to find this place because my husband was referred to the landlady here. When he saw the apartment, he felt it was perfect for our family, and I would agree on that. So we were really lucky enough, guys, that this apartment came with a lot of things already included on it. Like it already has kitchen, it came with a ref, it came with a washing machine, it came with a dishwasher and an oven. Saved us a lot of euros. It was hard for us to find this location. I think really God knew our struggles, and so He guided us here. If you're having that trouble right now, just pray and constantly ask for what you need specifically for your family, and it will be provided to you in the right time. Let me share our visa timeline highlights, and then I'll include below the description on all of the process. So initially, I booked the appointment January 14, 2025. I got my legalized documents April 4th, 2025. I went to Manila, the German embassy, for my appointment April 9th, 2025. And then from that day up until July 9, we got our confirmation from the German embassy here in Deutschland already that all documents were received and that they were asking for some other documents from my husband. So it was in the month of July where we sent and completed all documents required. And then we did not hear from them. We did have to follow up multiple times, but it was on the 2nd of September where my husband called them, and finally we got an update saying that our visas was on final review. 2 days after, September 4th, I received an email from the embassy in Manila. I got the tracking details ready of our passport and our visas, and the next day, September 5th, I got my documents back and our passports, and yeah, it was approved. It took us about 9 months in total to process the visa up until approval. And the real reason behind that is a assigned person on our visa application was mostly on urlaub or vacation. April, May, even June and July, they were mostly on vacation. If you're still planning to set an appointment or already in process, so yeah, that is something you also need to consider. So September 9, my husband went home in Cebu, Philippines. September 17, we flew from Cebu to Germany, and we arrived here in Deutschland September 18. So of course, our journey here in Germany is always never ending. We've always had ups and downs, there's challenges, and we are going through it. But this time around, we are all together. If you're processing your visas or you are still new to this setup where you're separated from your families because one has to work abroad, or maybe you are in the final stages where you're gonna be reuniting with one another. So either ways, my prayers go to you, and I am very much hopeful, and I believe that the Lord will always guide your family and for whatever process you may have. So if you reached this part of the video, I hope we were able to give you insights and a background, or even shared some tips with you on how you can go through with the visas if you're planning to. If there's anything that I've missed, any questions you might have, feel free to comment, and I will get back to you. And yes, cheers to our 12 years of marriage. Cheers to the things that we had to endure and go through so we can be here. And cheers to all of the things that we will still share in the next coming days, weeks, and years here in Germany, where we are starting again our family from zero. So thank you again, guys, for joining us today. And tschüss, bis nächstes Mal.